Okay. I'm going to try one more time, and if it doesn't work, I'll have to do it at another time. Maybe even do a double header if I must. But still. Okay, looks much better. And let me share this with the Discord again. And of course, let me know if anything is amiss. Okay. It's a little different, but it's all right. Okay. Let me share this with my Discord. And also, let me... okay, there we go. Let me try that again. Okay, let me just make sure everything is good. Okay. Let me try that again. Let me just edit this one out. There we go. Okay. Let me check the chat there. There's AJ. But AJ, why the sad face? And also, let me know if you can't hear me, or you can barely hear me, or if the video quality starts to look like, you know, starts looking like still kind of bummed. You know, I remember when I first started out, I wasn't getting a lot of views. And is it discouraging? Of course. And is it discouraging to have so little views and so many subscribers? Of course. But on the other hand, it takes time. Like, it doesn't, like, you don't become an overnight sensation. I mean, I'll do everything I can to help you, definitely. But it all comes down to just being yourself and believing that you can do it, and also just providing, you know, and if nothing else, you provide an escape for those who do watch. But yeah, I mean, does it hurt me to see you hurt? Of course. Absolutely. And while we're still talking, I'm gonna let me check my stream. Okay. Anyway, as I said, just making sure the. Oh gosh, it's doing it again. I always hate it when it does that. It's like, uh, yeah, it's doing it again. Shit. I always hate it when it does that. Okay. Or did it fix itself? All right, it fixed itself, thankfully. Okay. But still, you know, it may be discouraging at times, but you just have to believe in yourself. Definitely. Okay. Let me get the Rams and see who's on the Rams right now. That would be Chambly. Oh, shoot. There we go. And I have tried using other, you know, stream services from time to time, but really, out of all the ones I have tried, OBS works the best, but it is infuriating when it doesn't work the way it should. I'm just going to tell you that. But, okay, let me get Adrian. Actually, I should probably make sure that it works. Okay, good. It works. Okay. All right. But even still, I'm just reaching out to him. Okay, good. And let me check the chat really quickly before I go any further. Hey, Deidre Lewis, how are you? Or Munchie. And let me and of course, just want to say hello to Munchie. Hope everything's going well in Munchie Land. Oh, and actually, as a matter of fact, I was gonna get you, but you're here and you're on the Rams. So I hope you enjoy it. And but yeah, I hope everything's going well. Definitely. Okay. So Munchie's here. Let me get Ram and Rain Sinclair. All right. Okay. And then Ram. That's it. Let me get Mr. Rama. All right. Let me check on the chat really quickly. I'm happy you're doing pretty well, and but yeah, you're on the Rams, and of course, as always, you are on the front lines. But then again, you always kick butt, man. You always kick butt. You always kick butt on the field, and I mean, you did show me this one video, or you showed the Discord server of mine how much butt you kicked. But yeah, never mess with Munchie. Absolutely. And also, hey, what's up, Ram? All right, let me just get that of your opponents. Now, let's see. Okay, I don't have a way to contact Wally, but I can contact the others. And the only way to contact Jamar is through uh, Twitter. I know technically it's called X, but the URL is still called Twitter. And why that is, I don't know. Oh, okay. I'll be right with you guys in the chat. Okay. There we go. All right, let me check on the chat really quickly. Hi, Ramesh, what's good, bro? And of course, you and Ramesh are on the same team, the Rams. Okay, let me get Now let me get the other Chris Clark. Apparently the grandson of the great Dick Clark. Okay, and then last but certainly not least, Azrael Black. Let me get him, and then we will get started. I'll be with you in the chat in a moment. Just need to get Mr. Azrael. And there we go. All right, let me catch up on the chat again. I'll be lurking. Aw. And then Frostbite. Hey, how's it going there, Frostbite? And speaking of Frostbite, okay, so Frostbite. Well, well, I'm still gonna be doing the baseball series, but yeah, thank you, AJ. And if and you know what, if time permits, I might chat with you a little bit. Most especially given that it's a Friday, so I'll do that. But yeah, thank you for coming in there, Frostbite. I know it's late, but this was the best time I could get it done, so there you go. That's again, that's what happens when you have a full-time job. Not as much, not as much freedom, I could say that, but hey, I'm here to make the best of it. So let's do that. Okay, so with all that said, one of these two is going to the Super Bowl. Will it be the Rams or will it be the Falcons? We have two Rams in the chat, Ramesh or Ram, and Aditra Lewis, aka Munchie. So good luck to you two, and good luck to those involved. So let's get started. All right, let me check the. Okay, good. Okay, finally it's uh, the stream's far more consistent now. Yes, it is. Okay, great. But yeah, I was having a little bit of trouble, but I guess maybe it just needed some time to um, cool off. Cool off, I suppose. Speaking of cooling off, I had to get a little drink here. But one of these two is going to the Super Bowl. And also, last time I was doing the MLB The Show, I was in the middle of a second game, uh, but then my internet crapped out. And for me, that was kind of the last straw. And during the ensuing week, this past week, I've had to replace my old uh, internet system, which it did well, but it was starting to get long in the tooth, to something new. And I have a new internet server, or a modem, I should say. Excuse me. And of course, I have to imagine my computer and everything that goes with it, has to get used to it. But it's doing much better, so I'm happy about that. And of course, let me know if the screen starts to crap out or anything like that. And by that I mean the video quality. But anyway, there you see Sean McVay, and on the other side for the Falcons, Arthur Smith. All right, let me turn down my TV a little bit. But I hope everything's going well. And now it's time to. I know I shouldn't let this affect me, but it's hard. You know, I'll be real with you. Like it took a while for me to get over just wanting to be successful, or at the very least having people watch the show. Which I'm not gonna lie, it affected me too. I mean, it certainly did in my younger days, obviously. But I mean, but I will say this: my mom and uh, and a friend of mine who I'm still friends with even to this day, and I'm talking like friends I was friends with like long before AJ and Azriel Black, who just came in, uh, ever became friends with. Like ever since, like I'm talking like way back in the day. Like we're talking 2012 or 2012 or 2012. Because I remember during those times I was wondering, how do I step up my game, or what do I need to do? So I definitely had friends to help me that time. But anyway, welcome to the show, Azriel and Jamar. Oh yeah, and of course a trade was consummated. I'll mention that after this play. And what a cat! Oh, for a moment I thought he caught it, but it was dropped. Damn it. Okay, so on offense we have a new player. So a trade was consummated actually between these two teams. The Rams traded wide receiver Azriel Black to the Falcons in exchange for linebacker Adrian Chambly. So now Chambly is now on defense for the Rams, and on offense is Azriel Black. And another completion and a first down past midfield. And who did he get it to? Drake London. But in addition to Azriel Black at wide receiver, we have Chris Clark at center, and of course the quarterback, Wally Johnson. Let me catch up on the chat really quick. Okay. And on defense, on the other side of the ball, for the Rams, Adrian Chambly, who's now at linebacker, but also at defensive tackle, Rain Sinclair. And a completion, once again, and guess who? Azriel Black, number 83, 15 yards on that reception. And now the Rams are going to have to find a way to stop them, if not come up with a big turnover or something, because right now the Falcons are on the move. And of course, the key matchup is going to be Rain Sinclair Rain Sinclair, the defensive tackle, and the center, Chris Clark. And whether Clark can stop, if not slow down, Rain Sinclair. And another completion to, of course, Azriel Black, number 83. But anyway, how's everything going there, Mr. Azriel? Let me check my... Oh, of course. It's doing this again. I always hate it when it does that. Okay. Let me turn it up a little bit. Okay, maybe this will work. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. And intercepted! Going good. And intercepted. Oh, that's a bad pick. And of course, of all the people to pick it off was who else? Adrian Chambly, the guy that was traded for Azriel. I'm not sure what Wally was looking at, but whatever he was trying to do, he threw it right to Chambly. And now it's time for the Rams to go on offense. And in fact, let's take a look and see who's on offense for the Rams. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Ram is the punter slash kicker on special teams, but the lone offensive player is Adidra Lewis at offensive guard. So her job is going to be to protect Matthew Stafford, as well as to provide running lanes for the running backs. So she's not only protection, but she's also one who can make a lane for anybody. but instead an incompletion to start with. Second and 10. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Oh shit. I always hate it when it does that. Like, come on. Okay. Let me try this. Hopefully this will work. Anyway, there you see Lewis, or no, wait. Is that Lewis? I couldn't tell from the uh, from the angle there. Okay, good. Much better. All right. All right. Matthew Stafford, 39. And another incompletion. What is going on with Stafford? They only managed to get 1 yard. One stinking yard out of all that. Do the Rams. And as a result, they're going to have to punt. But each team has successfully stopped the other team from scoring. But it's Atlanta that has the better field position if we're going by the field position game. Anyway, nice fair catch there by Corral Patterson. Again, I'm going to have to figure out what to do here. With, okay, maybe let's try this. Hopefully this will work here. Okay. 1st and 10 at the 32. But I'm happy that you're doing well, Azriel. I'm not going to lie. I hope you're doing pretty well. And I'll just tell you that it's been very busy at my job. And it just, I can't tell you how stressful it is when it comes to, you know, trying to get everything done. And the problem isn't, of course, the management or the job itself. It's just, and another interception. What is going on here? That's 2 interceptions by Wally. But now the Rams have better field position than they had the last time. That's 2 interceptions. What's going on here? I mean, I'll give number 97 a great, the benefit of the doubt. I mean, he was in the right place at the right time. So you'll have to credit, Sean McVay with coming up with some great defensive schemes, because whatever they're using, they're stopping the Falcons. I mean, the Falcons were moving down the field fairly easily, but then now it's become much more difficult now. Hey, how's it going there, Clinton? And by the way, Clinton, I have some good news for you. If you want to know, but it does involve you. But it does involve you though, Mr. Clinton. But by the way, I hope everything's going well in Clinton's Warp Productions. All right, 2nd and 1. Okay, so Jose Blanco, being the de facto general manager, has an incompletion, has released 2 players and has picked up 2 players from the free agent pool. One was his brother, and the other was you. And he picked you up from the free agent pool, so you're actually on the Saints. I don't know how you feel about that, but then again, you are the Pope of Dillygaff, so it kind of fits your character a little bit. Although I'm not sure how you feel about the Saints, though. Anyway, how's it going there? Oh, Nick. Hello there, Nick. Hope everything's going well, man. So yeah, you get a second chance there, Clinton. Though I have to think that you're a much greater improvement to that of Derek Carr. And of course, Jamar on the field telling the defense, "Come on, step it up now." It was my dad's favorite team, so it's all good. Clinton is fired. That's the No, that's not the news. But yeah, it's great to see you there, Nick. And Stafford, incomplete. And that could have just as so far Stafford is 0 for 4. Like he's shooting blanks. No, Clinton's not fired. I mean really the only thing that Clinton has that involves fire is roasting chestnuts on an open fire. And that oh, well, that almost got caught, but it almost got intercepted. But so far, Stafford's, you know, Stafford is throwing blanks. I mean, of course, every time it's an incompletion, that stops. Can't even talk. That stops the clock. But yeah, it's great to see you there, Nick. And I'm not sure if I've seen you before, but if I have, it's great to see you again. All right. Well, this time he finally gets a completion, but he falls short. 4th and 1, but they're at the 20. So that might be good enough for a field goal, which, all things considering, that's the best outcome for Atlanta. But on the other hand, for the Rams, it's also a great outcome because you get points off of turnovers, which is great. So yeah, finally gets his first reception, but falls short by 1 yard. well, yeah. Well, like I said, yeah, you'll have to talk. You'll have to take it up with him. But let's see what happens here. Kicks it away, and that's good. Field goal for the Rams. And of course, the Rama himself got the job done. And of course, the reason he is the kicker is because the kicking game was absolutely atrocious. So that's why Ram is in there as a kicker slash punter, because the special teams really needed somebody to kick a ball. Which, if you really ask me, if you can kick ass, you can kick a ball, and that's exactly what Ram does. He kicks ass all the time. All right. If this keeps up, I might actually put Clinton and Azrael in a match. Maybe even get a maybe even get the NFL ring. I'm pretty sure Blaze wouldn't mind if I used it, or find one that's more generic or whatnot. I know somebody's gonna make it. I know that. All right, so 1st and 10, and for Wally, he's got to calm down, and he's got to find a way to just get his confidence back again, because he threw two uncharacteristic interceptions there. All right, gets one. All right, and he gets it past or close to midfield actually, and he got it to who did he get it to? He got it to Smith for 19 yards, and that's the end of the first quarter. And at the end, it is 3-0 Los Angeles. Falcons still have the ball. Okay. 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 There we go. Okay. Anyway, nice catch there by London. And yeah, I apologize for the choppy footage there, but but then again, it is what it is. Okay. All right. Take your time to look at your read as a QB. TJ, I need you to change my gear. as this gear is not looking right on me. Oh. Might have to get the gear that you gave me from last time, because I certainly did forget it by the time I started making the characters in Madden 24. Blame Todd Howard. Who's Tom Howard? Anyway, they run it, and okay, well they get 4 more yards on that one. 3rd and 5, but they are past midfield, and at the very least, as long as they don't turn the ball over, they can tie this game up. And Wally, well, unfortunately, he had to go backwards to get that reception, but that actually cost him a yard, and that's going to give Fuller a tackle for loss. So they lose 1 yard on that one. The head of the department that is in charge of making the games at Bethesda. So yeah, I mean, I guess he was trying to do a screen pass, but unfortunately, the Rams were not fooled. So now it's up to Koo, the kicker for Atlanta, to tie this game up. 32-yard attempt right here. Kicks it away, and it's good. So it is a tie, 3-3. All right, so each team has a field goal. And for the Rams, this is an opportunity to take the lead back again. But for the Falcons, they just need to get the ball back however they can. All right. I would have to look at the list I gave you last. Or I could just scroll back and see what you had and just apply it. It's not a problem. And if for whatever reason what you had isn't available in Madden 24, because you know how sometimes games can add things and then other times games can take out things. So if they take out something, don't be surprised if you don't see it, but only because they don't have it. That's just a little caveat there, but I'm going to take a look at it. Okay, now it's time for the Rams. But yeah, I hope everything's going well with you and, well, and by you, not just Azriel, but rather the man behind Azriel, as well as Atticus, or rather the man behind Atticus. I hope he's doing pretty well. And Kelly. A jet sweep. And, well, he didn't get very much. He only got 1 yard out of that. That was just not a good run there by Puka Nakua. And they only got 1 yard to show for that. Although, to credit the defense, that was a nice tackle there by Mr. Jamar. So, of course, Jamar is the middle linebacker who, of course, well, gets another tackle, or who was that who tackled him? Nice run there by Williams to get 7 yards, or 6 yards, actually. Get a stop or an interception. Of course, that's easier said than done, but if they can get it, they can do it. Or at the very least, get them to use up all the clock and not be able to score. Well, in this case, Williams does get another 5 yards, 5 yards, which is good enough for a first down. And once again, tackled by Jamar. So Jamar is doing his job, getting the tackles. It's just that the rest of the team will have to step up because right now Jamar's doing all the work. I mean, you can't expect Jamar to do everything, man. Two-minute warning. And currently it is tied 3-3. Also, I'm going to post the card for the big payback. The only thing I will tell you as far as the big payback, and I'll mention this after this play here. And wow, a missed tackle, and that missed tackle leads to a second and inches though. But yeah, the big payback focuses more on grudge matches. Yeah, there'll be a couple of title matches, but most of the matches are based on grudge matches. And but of course, Azrael and Atticus, the characters, do have matches of their own. And an incompletion, third and inches. I'll tell you one thing, this will be so embarrassing if the Rams can't even get a first down on a third and inches. I mean, this should be a give me. I mean, this should be automatic, but, you know. Well, in this case they do get it. That was a nice play. Nice small pass, but good enough for a first down to Puka Nakua. And of course, Puka himself is an emerging star. Like I don't think anybody would have thought that he would have been as good as he is, but he is. Oh, intercepted! Intercepted, and who got the interception though? Jamar. Yeah, Jamar is doing all the work because he got himself an interception. Yep, Jamar got right in front of number 23. I didn't see who number 23 is, but yeah, Jamar is doing all the work. But now it's up to Wally to get the job done. I mean, they have some great field position. Does Wally and the Falcons on offense? But Jamar is doing all the work. Now it's up to Wally starting at the 44-yard line to do just that, and of course with Azrael to go in and help him. All right, so Jamar, how do you feel about getting that pick there? All right, a completion to, of course, Azrael Black and a timeout used. Okay, let me check on the. Okay, much better, much better. Feels great. Yeah, but like I said, like Jamar, you're doing all the work. Now you just have to hope that Wally can get down the field. And even if you get just a field goal, the fact that you get it off of a turnover makes it all that much more sweeter. Another completion to, I think that was Chris. No, wait, I'm sorry, Chris Olave's on the Saints. Oh, it didn't even show who it was, but it was. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Kyle Pitts who got it. Nice catch there by Pitts. But now they're at the 37, and I have to think that Azrael's presence on the field will open things up for Kyle Pitts and the rest of the other guys. And whoa, what a catch and touchdown! Atlanta Falcons, Azrael Black from Wally. But then again, that's why, like, he wanted to come to Atlanta, but to do it, they had to give up a very good player in Adrian Chambly. But in this case, yeah, unfortunately, Kendrick was no match to stop, Azrael Black. Not quick enough to match his top speed, but certainly not strong enough to stop him. So now the Falcons now lead 9-3. Well, make it 10-3 now. Wait, I thought Jose was picking me up. What the heck? Well, you'll have to talk to Jose about that, but he picked Clinton, of course. But yes, technically you're on free agency, of course. But again, that was Jose's choice. I can't control that. Well, I mean, I could control it, but that was Jose's choice. Now, if of course if you want to take that on with or take it up with Jose, that's who you would have to do it with. Um, And you know what? You're right. He did say that, but either that or I don't know. But it is true that he did say that. But I'm also not going to be surprised if Atticus turns this into a storyline. Where it's like, Jose, you didn't pick me. Like, why didn't you pick me, man? Like, I could totally see it. Although, oh, well, it bounced off a couple of helmets, but it was incomplete. Well, I have an idea for Atticus, but of course it will be on the WWE series. Now, when you get your shot at the title, I'll even give you the option of the match type in which to face whoever happens to be the champion by that time. But then again, yeah, he probably could have just forgotten about it and was only thinking about the only other quarterback that he could have gotten, which was Clinton. But that is the thing. He did pick me. He just probably forgot the Blue Toad Championship, the world title. Oh no, wait a minute. And as that happens, I'm sorry, a sack and a timeout used up by the Rams. Yes, the world title. Oh, that was Jarrett who got him. Then again, Jarrett is one of the best players in the league when it comes to coming when it comes to being a defensive lineman. He knows how to get to the quarterback, and he just proved it right then and there. Anyway, Ram kicks it away, and Ram. Oh, nice cut there. Uh-oh. Oh, for a moment I thought he was going to get away, but instead he gets all the way to the 47. But they have 24 seconds left. However, they have no timeouts to use, so they'll have to get a play. They'll have to make a pass and then go out of bounds to stop the clock. Otherwise, they might not make it. But we'll see what happens though. But yeah, the world championship. So here's how I have it. Here's how I have it. So Brandon is going to get the next shot, then AJ, then Atticus, and then whoever happens to be the champion by the time it's your turn, you have the option to select the match type, regardless of whether it's Jay Vertis, Brandon, or AJ. It's the least I can do for you. Not just as a promoter, but also as a friend. And anyway, there's your brother right there, number 83, Azrael. But at the end of the half, it is 10-3 Falcons over Rams. And it all came on that play right there. Azrael Black. So far, Azrael Black has a receiving touchdown and a passing touchdown for Wally. Oh shit! I always hate the encoding overload. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that works. Okay, much better. All right. Anyway, Rams need better shotguns for bird hunting. Wait, what do you mean by that? Oh, unless you're talking about the shotgun offense, then yeah, I could see what you mean by that. Also, speaking of Clinton, if you want to watch, um, if you want, if you want to watch more of a league setting when it comes to the Madden series, you could do no worse than to check out my good friend Clinton's Warp Productions. in which he has the DAFL, which not only features the players of the gridiron, but also custom players like Atticus and Jamar and whoever else he has on the show. And of course, my character's on it as well. And last I checked, I believe I was leading the league in tackles. A metaphor for playing better. Oh, I see. Well, they handed off, and well, and credit the Falcons for closing the hole, because had they not, the Rams could have just ran right past it, and that could have been a big play. But instead, they get 6 yards, which is good for a 2nd and 4. And once again, Jamar is on the field. Like, he and Grady Jarrett, number 97, for the defensive lineman, like, those are the leaders of the team. Although Grant and Jamar double team Williams to actually that actually led to a tackle for loss for 2 yards. So now Atlanta's starting to dial up on defense, and for the Rams, this is a big 3rd down, because if they don't get this, they run the risk of falling behind, and they could ill afford to do that. But give Jamar credit. I mean, he's doing a great job alongside Jarrett, number 97. Hopefully, we'll get a word from Jamar once the offense for Atlanta gets back in. But right now, it's 3rd and 6 at the 32. Stafford gets the completion and a 1st down out of bounds at the 40. Now, as far as who's left, oh, okay. So as for who's left, for the Rams, it's, well, so your brother was traded from the Rams to the Falcons. The guy that he was traded to, or traded in exchange for, excuse me, is Adrian Chambly, former Blue Toad Wrestling champion, Adidra Lewis, a.k.a. Munchie, offensive guard, Rain Sinclair, defensive tackle, punter and kick. Whoa! Ooh, that could have been intercepted, though. Rain Sinclair, defensive tackle, uh, Ram, punter and kicker. Can't talk. And on the Falcons, you have Wally, Jamar, Chris Clark at center, and Azriel Black at wide receiver. And in the other game, it's going to be Shadow Knight at center, Chris Frost at running back, Carol Parks at free safety, and Elmeister at quarterback. And a loss of 2 yards. Now it's 3rd and 11. And then we have the Saints, and Jose Blanco is the linebacker. Louis Levanquer, which is Arkham's character, is a defensive tackle and really a native of his New Orleans Saints, or at least he moved from France, given the fact that they have a French quarter. And then the 2 guys that they picked up in free agency after releasing the other 2 players was Brandon Cuevas at tight end and Clinton at quarterback, and a completion. And man, they couldn't even get that guy down, number 17, and that was Puka Nacua. Then again, Puka is deceptively huge. I mean, he's no small man by any stretch, but it took a lot of guys to take him down. All right, let me take a look and see who's. Let me catch up on the chat here. I would call a play for the tight end. Linebackers are fast but smaller. Okay. If the Falcons, Azriel says, if the Falcons win, I want my buddy Munchie. Well, we'll see what happens, though. Anyway, since Jose wants to be an untrustworthy ass, maybe I'll take my skills here in the ring somewhere else. Outside. Oh, no. Okay, hang on a second. Let me go out of character. Um, to the man behind Atticus, I hope you're not like legit mad, unless you're just upset with Jose or Jose the character. If it's just Jose, then I understand. I don't blame you. I probably would be upset too if Jose did that, but no. Okay. All right. Well, in that case, back in character now. All right. So Atticus is very upset with Jose, and you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they had a dust up. Just Jose. Okay. Well. Hmm. Well, I already have you guys. Well, and by you guys, I mean you and Azrael defending the tag team titles at the big payback in that triple threat Iron Man match, or tag team tornado triple threat falls count anywhere Iron Man match, which I never even thought about that particular match stipulation. So I thought that was pretty cool that you came up with it. So I got to give you props for coming up with that idea, Atticus, uh, out of character. Make it a death zone. Eat the cake. Yeah, or you could just kick his butt like a football, like punt him. Actually, that's of course me saying that out of character. Although, wait a minute. Unfortunately, the Rams, well, unfortunately for the Falcons, that is, the Rams marched all the way down the field, and Higbee just telling him, "You can't see me," like he's John Cena or something. But unfortunately for the Falcons, the Rams go all the way down the field and have the best drive, and nobody picked up Higbee. He was all by himself, and now we have a tied ball game. Anyway, but it stands to make a point. If you can't trust a man's word, how can you trust him to have your back? Yeah. Well, at the very least, I wouldn't be surprised to see Atticus and Jose fight. Might actually keep track of that whole situation there. Anyway, a tie ball game at 10-10. Oh, of course, absolutely. I could see why. And I've been watching a lot of. And what I like about tight ends really is that going all the way back to Mike Ditka, Iron Mike Ditka, if I'm pronouncing his name right, Ditka. Uh, when he was playing for the Bears and briefly for the Cowboys, he was one of the first, if not the first, tight end. Although at the time they were just called ends, but but what I like about tight ends is not only can they make receptions. My favorite my favorite part is that they can block. I have a big soft spot for the offensive linemen, so that's what I that's what I like about tight ends is that they can not only receive, they can block. If you couldn't tell, I'm an offensive line guy. All right, 1st and 10 at the 26. And what? Oh, a fumble, but it was recovered. Oh wow, that was close. But Lindstrom, give him credit. He covered the fumbling ball, but man, that was close. And Arthur Smith, or no, not Arthur Smith. I always forget. I know his name is Arthur. I just don't want to confuse him with the other Arthur, the general manager of the Falcons. But yeah, Bijan Robinson got the ball knocked out from his hands, but Lindstrom was the guy that recovered it. All right. Let's see. See, me and Atticus may fight a lot, but we still have each other's backs when needed. That is true. Well, ooh, that was close to being his third interception, but now Wally's got to dial it in. Anyway, oh, there's Rain Sinclair, number 39. Well, now Rain is doing a great job at this point, making it much more difficult to for for Wally to get all the time he'll need. Although, nope. I mean, Azrael tried to jump up, but he could not reach it. Just a little too high, but also well guarded. Anyway, let's see. TJ, I have a request for the next season. When we get 4, you want to pick your 4. So what I'll do is I'll conduct the draft as per usual, except I'll let you know who you got picked by, and then at least by then I can come up with an idea of where to put certain players based on what's needed or what they are capable of. Speaking of which, let me and then Azrael wants to go back to QB. And in the meantime, and wow, that's all I have to say is wow. I mean, Stafford and Wally are off their games a little bit. Actually, not a little bit, by quite a bit, actually. I mean, each team has a field goal and a touchdown to their name. And intercepted! Intercepted, and this could be, I believe, touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. And who was that? Number 20. That was Alford. Great play there by Alford to get a pick six, and the Atlanta Falcons take it to the house. Yeah, where was that pass, man? But I'm better as a QB than a receiver. Yeah, but you made a great play, actually. But you did pretty well with that one reception that you got, but that was a great play there by Alford. And of course, the coach not very happy with Stafford, and how could he be? I mean, Stafford's not even happy with himself. But anyway, Ethanos plays. Ethan Yos plays. Oh, I'm sorry, Ethan Yos. Correct me if I'm wrong if I'm mispronouncing it. If I'm mispronouncing it wrong, let me know how to pronounce it, or if I am pronouncing it rightly. But right. But Mr. Plays, how's it going, man? Oh, I'm out of a drink here. Yes, Ethan Yos. But hey, big credit though to the defense for coming up with that big play. Face reveal. Well, I have made a couple of videos in the past in which I had revealed my face, but not very often though. No Hispanic. Ethan Yos. Ethan Yos plays. There's no Hispanic accent. Oh, well, if anyone has it, it's actually me. So, but yeah, Ethan Yos plays. What's up? Okay, 30 seconds left to go in the third, and now the Rams are on the back foot. So now they have to go all the way down the field from the 24 in order to tie this game up. Obviously, if you're the Falcons, you have to find a way to stop them, if not slow them down. Ethan Yossi. We want Toad Cam. Of course, I was never known for my face, but still. Ethanios plays. Ethanios? Ethanios. Ethanios. Well, it's been busy with not just today, but also this whole past week. Anyway, last play of the quarter and a completion and a big one. Not what you wanted to do if you're Atlanta, but on the other hand, if you're the Rams, you definitely needed it. And by the end of the third quarter, it is 17-10 Atlanta. Ethanios. It's great to see you, man. But really though, Azrael, you really want to see the toad. Anyway, a handoff, and well, this time they only get 3 yards on that one. But so far, Jamar is doing pretty well with tackling. I mean, he has 5 tackles, and he already has an interception to his name. But on the other hand, for the Rams, Stafford has to throw it away. I'd rather see the toad than old man McCoy. Well, I mean, I like Blaze. Now, sadly, of course, because of how busy I had been, uh, I will admit I'm very sorry that I've missed quite a number of streams. Not just Kelly's, even though I do, you know, say hello from time to time in the chat. But of course, when Kelly does her show, it's like it's during lunchtime when I'm at work. And another completion, and now the Rams are starting to knock on the door. And another big reception there by Puka Nacua. And give the Rams credit. I mean, they're not giving up. In fact, let me check out your channel. Hang on a second. And as that happens, incomplete. Huh. Not sure what to make of your channel, but nonetheless though, it's very nice to meet you. And thrown out of bounds again. Well, as far as Atlanta is concerned, they'll be willing to give up a field goal. But if you're Atlanta, given how much time you have, uh, they got to get this first down. Otherwise, for all intents and purposes, this could be it for them. For the amount of time that they have. All right, 3rd and 10 at the 34. Stafford, a completion, but short of a first down. That's huge. So now this will lead to a very, very tough decision. If you're the Rams, do you go for it or do you go for a field goal? Now, if you go for a field goal, you have to find a way to stop them when back on defense, or do you try to get a first down, and if you get it, great, but if you don't, you put yourself in you put yourself in a bad spot is what you're going to do. But instead, they are going to go for it. Can they get it? And they do get it. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's huge. Now they have a fresh set of downs, and they'll be at the 12 for a 1st and 10. They went for it. I had a feeling that that's what they would do, but then again, you can never tell. But in this case, they did the right thing in terms of going for it, and they got it. Anyway, there you see Jamar, and I have to think now he's sweating bullets now. And, ooh, that was close, but incomplete. It was a good throw and a good catching attempt, but great play there by the defense, and Sean, I'm like, come on, man. That was just a great play by the defense. No need to take it out on the offensive coordinator, man. They exploited a mismatch. Yeah. This is why we choked. Yeah, I still remember that Super Bowl, man. And it's the only Super Bowl that went into overtime. Although, well, they tried to go for a jet sweep, but they actually lost a yard. So it's 3rd and 10. However, as the clock goes down, if they get to 4th down, I really don't see why, why going for a field goal. I see not. Wait, well, they tried to go for a run trick play, but instead it ends up with a loss of a yard. Still here, TJ. Not a problem, AJ. And well, I just want to say this. At the end of the day, AJ, you have to be yourself. But on the other hand, you know, I, you know, I have a couple of friends, like my good friend Cole NL112. Let me just post the name really quickly. Oh, that was close. That could have been intercepted or still made, but instead it's a 2-minute warning. But anyway, my good friend, and you guys can check him out if you want to. Cole NL112. This is a guy that was like a mentor to me because um, he was and he still is a very big YouTuber. Is he the most popular? No, but he was a mentor to me and a big run and a huge run. Wait a minute, what happened there? Wait, let me. I was so busy talking, I didn't even see what happened there. Well, now the Falcons have the ball. But I don't remember if they got an interception or not. Or did they get an interception? I'm gonna have to look back at the replay though, but I don't remember them getting an interception. That's weird. Well, I mean they have it though. They didn't. Was it a turnover on downs? I mean, of course, the viewers at home might have a much better look at it than I could, because all I have is a small screen. So go figure. Anyway. Oh, okay. Thank you for correcting me, and you're more than welcome to correct me if I make a mistake, because I make mistakes. Anybody who's anybody has made mistakes. I've made mistakes. Uh, Anybody who has a wrench has made a mistake as well. We all make mistakes. But I thank you for correcting me there. It was an incomplete on the pass on the 4th down. Okay. So now, well, never mind. As Atlanta does not get another 1st down. But let's see. Where are they going to get this at? And they'll mark it down at the 26. Not bad, but it could have been better. But it'll be 1st and 10 at the 26. And with a minute 35, can the Falcons hold on? The Rams have one more chance, but unfortunately for the Rams, they do not have a timeout to use. So for the Rams, they're going to have to make plays closer to the sideline so that when they make a reception, they can step out of bounds and stop the clock that way. And a completion, and did they get out of bounds? No, they did not. So now the clock is going to run. And at this point, and if you're Atlanta on the other hand, you want the clock to run. So even though they gave up six yards, yep, now it looks like the defense is going to be going in nickel in nickel and dime packages in terms of the defense. Nickel and dime, nickelback and dime packages is what I was trying to say in terms of the defense. Okay, 1st and 10 at the 49. Well, nice catch, but just as equally a great tackle there by number 20. All I hear is tick, tick, tick. Yep. And that was Alford who made the tackle. The same guy who made the pick six for the Falcons that helped them get this 17-10 lead. Another completion, but this time a first down. However, the clock is ticking, and they got to get a play out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. And unfortunately, Sean McVay did not do a good job with clock management. But let me go out of character for a moment. Yeah, this game is dog shit when it comes to clock management as far as the computer is concerned. But it is what it is. It happens to every team. So it is what it is. All right, back in character now. So the Falcons hold on to win, and give us my buddy Munchie. Well, I have to. Well, of course you have to drop a player. Like you would have to release a player, and then pick up Munchie from the free agent pool because that's where Munchie's going to be going uh, after I'm done with the stream. The only thing you would have to do is give up somebody. Now I don't think you'll like if I had to recommend somebody, it would have to be Chris Clark, if only because I haven't seen him in the streams, and he himself is a center, and Munchie is a guard. So if I had to recommend one player to release, it would probably be Chris Clark. Of course, that's just me saying that. Now, obviously, that's a decision that you would have to make, of course. But dang it, I forgot to look at the stats. Damn it. But congratulations nonetheless to the foul. That's all right. Cool, cool. I'll make the arrangements, and Munchie can join you guys. And for the Rams, unfortunately, they are out. So that just leaves us one game left. So let's get to that game. Okay. Okay. So we have the Colts and the New Orleans Saints. And now is the time for me to. Also, Ethenios. If you're interested in joining the Madden series, as I have created players to go along with the base players that the game has. If you're interested, let me know, and I'll put you on the list. Man, this is so annoying. I hope the Colts destroy them. Oh, that's right. Because wait. I'm sorry. That's Atticus who says that. Yeah, I remember. Atticus said that he wasn't a fan of the Saints. Actually, I think it was because. I think it was because Jose knew that because you weren't a fan of the Saints, that's probably why he picked uh, Clinton rather than you, because he knew that you were not a fan of the Saints. So rather than subject you to put on the Saints uniform, he decided to pick Clinton instead. Now that I remember, I don't know what's worse, not being picked by Jose or being picked by Jose to play for a team you don't like. I'll let you think about that one. Also, hey, what's up, Triple Beat? And that's another guy you guys could check out. You could also check out Atticus on his own channel. I, man, I told him last show I didn't care. I just want to play. Oh, okay. See, I wasn't sure about that, but that just goes to show how. But then again, I am getting at that. I am getting old, so even I can forget things. I'm doing pretty well, and yeah, but yeah, you guys can check out Atticus with Chaos Regional Wrestling on his own channel. You could also check out Octane, which is on Triple Beat's channel, not just on YouTube, but he also has a Twitch of the same name. So if you guys are more into Twitch, you can check him out there. Okay, so now let me get the players for each team. Big Bad Beetleborgs! I had to do it. I had to do it. Okay. So let me do this really quick. Okay. All right, Colts and the Saints. Good thing they're on the same wavelength there. All right, let me get Shadow Knight and all the others. I'll catch up with the chat. Oh, I see. Send people to Atticus, but not me. I see how it is. What do you mean by that? Big Bad Beetleborgs. This is just me in character messing with the toad. I kind of feel, yeah, of course you would do that, but I get it. Okay, let me get, who was I going to get? Oh yeah, that's right, Shadow Knight. So anyway, for the Falcons, they made it to the Super Bowl, but one of these two teams is going to join the Falcons in the Super Bowl. But will it be the Colts or the New Orleans Saints? I'll catch up in the chat with you guys in a moment. Okay. Let's see what's in the chat. I streamed too, Toad. Yeah, that's right. Uh, Azrael Black is the owner of Anarchy Pro Wrestling. If Atticus is the man behind uh, Chaos, then Azrael is the man behind Anarchy. Let's see. Go to. You know what? Thank you for reminding me. I'll mention the next 10 teams in which they will be featured. Jacksonville, Cincinnati, or Detroit. I think Detroit is one of them because it features the next 8 teams that didn't make it and 2 teams that made it to the playoffs were were eliminated in the wild card round that had the worst record among those who got eliminated. And I think Detroit was one of them because I remember that Cincinnati and Jacksonville both made it to the playoffs and they made it further into, uh, and I believe they both lost in the divisional round. Wait, yeah, no, wait. No, I'm sorry. Cincinnati lost in the conference championship. Now that I remember, yeah. And then Dallas also lost in the divisional round. But I'll give you guys the list of the teams in a moment. I just need to get the other players first and foremost. Oh yeah, that's right, Chris Frost. Let me get Mr. Frosty the Snowman. No, just kidding. I love Frosty the Snowman. Well, not like that, but you know what I mean. I like the song. So let me get Mr. Frosty. And then, oh yeah, that's right. Then Elmeister, who himself is a former Super Bowl champion. Okay, and then who's the last person? Oh yeah, Carol Parks. But let me check on the chat really quickly. Okay, let me get Miss. Let me get Carol, or the autism Carol, if you will. All right. And hello to Masood and Blaze, or Masood and Blaze. Nice to meet you, though. That's the thing. I want to play for those teams. I want to play QB, but I'll go anywhere and play any spot. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Atticus who said that. And also, Carol, great to see you, and good luck to the Colts, i.e., your favorite team. That's the one team I know for certain that you would play for 9 times out of 10, really. But it's great to see you, and I'm happy that you're doing well. All right, let me get the competition here. This is also a good time for you guys to go get snacks and stuff like that. Let me see. Clinton, I'm not sure if Clinton is still in the chat, but I want to say that he is. And then let me get Arkham, and then of course the brothers Jose and Brandon. So let me get Jose. And Brandon. Where's Brandon's sign? There he is. And then last but not least, let me get oh yeah, Arkham. And there we go. Sorry for the silence there. All right, let me see. Hey Carol, hey Masood. I want to play. Um, I usually don't play, so I probably would lose real bad though. My YouTube crashed again. Oh, I'm so sorry though. I don't mind playing other positions. I just noticed your character is better at a QB. Yeah. And then obviously, if you end up with a team that has a great quarterback, then yeah, I would put you at wide receiver or maybe even on occasion tight end. Like if really like if tight end was that much of a weakness for said team and whatnot. But yeah, I usually don't play the game myself. I let the computer play it, and I have the folks in the chat as the players, as in I created the players and I put them on the teams and let the game do it. But that's kind of what I do. But I do know that there are other people that play Madden competitively. But still, you never know. Anyway, me on the other hand, I'm so used to 8-man football that I do not focus on any one position. Well, yeah, it's kind of like that with 8 or 7 people on a side, so it is what it is. Okay, but with that, let's get right to it. But anyway, good luck to Clinton and good luck to Brandon and Jose and Carol for the Colts. But the winner of this will go to the Super Bowl. And the Falcons have already made it, but who will make it with them? Let's find out. So it's either going to be a traditional Super Bowl in the sense of it's going to be the Falcons and the Colts in a first time matchup, or it's going to be an NFC South confrontation in the Super Bowl, which of course in real life can't happen, but in this universe it can. So there you go. How Atticus said he would play another position. We should reunite the House of Black and dominate the gridiron. Yeah. Ah, goodness gracious. But yes, a shot at the Super Bowl is on the line. You have the men in black and the men in white. Can you watch me play? I could, but I'm not sure if I'm willing to do it. But hey, I guess if you wait, I wonder if that's what your channel is. Let me see. Let me go to your channel really quickly. Masood and Blaze. I mean, I have a friend named Blaze, by the way. I noticed that. Let's see. Huh. I'm just looking at your channel. Hmm. I might want to check this out. You have many channels. Consistency in the long run would help, but I mean, I guess if you're trying something until it works, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, but not that that's a bad thing, by the way. Anyway, nice return by whoa, great return actually by Carol Parks. Now Carol Parks is I may as well go over the positions for each of the teams. But Carol Parks is a free safety, but she also doubles as a kick and punt returner. There you see the quarterback. Let's start with the offensive players for the Colts. At quarterback, you have Elmeister, running back, Chris Frost, and at center, Shadow Knight. More on the defense in just a little bit for the for the New Orleans Saints. She? Yes, I actually have. Yes, I have created Car. Well, in this case, Carol is one of the characters in the game. It's just I had to give like Carol and some of the other ladies that are in this what is it, the Mulan treatment. You know how in the movie Mulan, the title character disguises herself as a man to join the army as is the army doesn't allow women to be drafted in the army, or at least that's how that's how the story goes. And then Mulan, of course, disguised as a man, is in the army, and well, that's just the simple basis of it. I mean, there's more to the story than just that, but yeah, I gave him the Mulan treatment. Anyway, as for the defensive players, I didn't even get a chance to talk about it as I was talking about Mulan. All right, 2nd and 12 at the 40. Elmeister. Elmeister throws it away. Now 3rd and 12. And as for the Saints, the two defensive players are Jose Blanco at linebacker and defensive tackle Louis Levanquer. The key matchup is going to be the center Shadow Knight and the defensive tackle Louis Levanquer. Well, a completion, but not enough for a first down as they stop him just short of midfield. As Moss gets the reception, but not enough as Tyrann Mathieu was the one who made the tackle. Great tackle there by Mathieu. Anyway, nice catch, but unfortunately not far enough or not close enough for a first down, though. Talk to Jose. He's taking this as a joke, so I'll give him something that's really funny to talk about. Oh, really? TJ, as it's a creator, and the one who decides who stays and who goes. I want Jose in a one-fall match against all the members of Chaos Elite aside from me and Azrael. If he loses, he leaves Chaos Elite. And then Azrael says, if you have time after this game, can we look in the gear, see what's available to put on your character? Okay. If time permits, we'll do it. If it goes into like overtime and the game takes forever, then of course we'll have to do it off camera. But I have to think. I have to believe that most of the things that you had on your character from uh, from Madden 22 is still is still in this game. But hey, yeah, I kind of heard stories about. Oh, and out. Well, and as we were talking about that, Clinton gets taken down by Stewart. So great play there by Stewart to get to Clinton. There's the Clinton. I forgot to go over the offensive players for New Orleans, but that's yeah, understood there, Azrael. Okay, so for the Saints on offense, you have at quarterback Clinton Flippin, tight end Brandon Cuevas, and Clinton gets away, and nice catch, and just short of a first down, 3rd and 1, and a great catch there by Brandon Cuevas. That was close, but a great play there by Brandon to stay in bounds and then go out of bounds to stop the clock. Not that he had to stop it. Actually, he didn't. But it's now 3rd and 1. So are they going to run it? No, wait. They fake it. And wow, that's a great catch and a great throw there by Clinton. But another reception there by Cuevas to get the first down, and a big one. They needed that. And on defense, the only defensive player, of course, is the free safety, Carol Parks. But yeah, I have to think that Clinton is feeling really good given the fact that he has somebody to work with, and that's Cuevas. Yeah, he does flip out, but then again, that's kind of what his character is. Although, wait a minute. Uh, wow! DeForest Buckner with a half a sack, and I didn't see who the other guy that got the sack, but wow! Sent back. Now it's a. That was 13 yards he got sacked back. Look at this. He tries to find somebody, but he couldn't get it off. Can you put DK on one of those teams? Wait, like DK Metcalf, or are you talking about Donkey Kong? I mean, of course, I always joke and call him Donkey Kong Metcalf, but like a wheel spin, I don't do it like that. Although I might try that out as a one-time or a one-off. You know, where I would use the what is it? A spinner wheel. Of course, I would have to film that. I would have to film my computer for that, which I could still do with my OBS. It would just be a different setup, though. Oh, Metcalf. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, some other leagues do that. If there's one league that does do that or has done that in the past, although if I'm wrong, definitely correct me if I'm wrong, Clinton. But uh, look no further than my good friend Clinton's Warped Productions. So if you want to check out what Clinton does, he also plays Madden, but he treats it like a league. Like much more like in the franchise mode. So if you want to check out Clinton. And another completion, now second in inches. I'll say this though. I'm about to Myles Garrett this O-line. I'll just say this though. Second in inches. Well, now New Orleans is marching down the field. Anyway, I hope Jose gets Aaron Rodgers and Saints get 70 scored on him. Well, and that was well, I mean that was well, kind of a bad throw, but also not a good place to try to go for a reception there, and too much coverage in front, so that resulted in a an incompletion there. Okay, okay, so out of character he says, and I quote, "I took all the 85 or higher players from the NFC, added them to the human player pool for a draft." Okay, although I might experiment with the wheel spin gimmick, which I could probably get off of a wheel spinner website. I think I know that there's websites in which you can use it, like an app or something. Anyway, only 2 yards on that completion, but a reception for Alvin Kamara as we get to the end of the quarter, and at the end it is 0-0. I mean, I could, though I have to think that there may be somebody out there that actually does that. Or who knows, maybe if there's nobody, you could do it. And then I could say, hey, if you guys like to see SpongeBob or some other cartoon characters play football, I would then direct them to you, I guess. And oh no, we have an injury, and it's on Brandon Cuevas, one of the created players in this whole thing. But we'll see what happens. But but he was clutching his neck a little bit. But yeah, if nobody else has that idea, like you could do it, and there's nobody that could stop you really. Although Although, what's with the ellipses though? You're what's with the ellipses though? Anyway, hands it off, and I didn't see if that was a first down or not. Oh no, wait, that was a first down. Okay, that's karma for Jose not picking Atticus. True. Okay. Okay. And oh, another reception, and they get it all the way to the 5. And that is to Shaheed. Great, great play there by Shaheed to get himself open, and a great throw by Clinton. Except for the mouse, he is the all powerful head of the Disney World Order, and can only be stopped by the Walmart Alliance. I guess Clinton also thought of that idea, I suppose. Anyway, 3 yards. Now down to a second and goal at the 2. And for the Colts, right now they're backed up. If the Colts can come up with a stop or a field goal, this would be a huge thing. But instead, it's a touchdown. The ball broke the plane, and the Saints lead 6-0 with Alvin Kamara. Speaking of Alvin, Christmas, Christmas time is here. Time for toys and time for. I don't know why. I just like the chickmunk voices, but as you can see, I'm not very good with the chickmunk voice, unless I'm using Audacity. Like I was able to do a chickmunk voice with Audacity, and in fact, I might share that with you. Anyway, extra point is good. So now it's 7. Now it's 7-0. Do you like? Do you find like rosters to put in leagues? No, not necessarily. I know some people do, but I don't. But I know some people do. Okay, let me share this really quick. So I did do a recording on Audacity, and this is what I would sound like if I was a chickmunk. Now, as we all know, video games have their own type of logic. In fact, you could say that it's
Video game logic.
yes, it's video game logic.
Video game logic.
Anyway. Oh thank you, Masood Imlays. I mean, you didn't have to, but I appreciate it. But I also do other games besides just Madden. I do there's other series that I have. Anyway, nice run there by Chris Frost to get his first positive yard rush. All right, here we go. TJ, I have a fun idea for next season. I could do that, though it would kind of break the game actually. Though I might actually consider that for I might actually consider that at some point. What is this visit game? It's video game logic. Also, hey, what's up, Chris Frost? But it's video game logic.
Video game logic. Video game logic.
But it is real to me. Yep, it is video game logic. But anyway, what's up, Chris Frost? And by the way, you're in this game as a running back. In fact, you're the guy right next to the quarterback. number 12. But in this case, it was a decoy, and they went to number 81 instead. Nice pass there by Elmeister. I don't see how it would break the game. You're right, because it's...
Video game logic.
Yes, it's video game logic. For the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Oh, and Elmeister got caught by Jordan. Certainly no relation to Michael Jordan, but Jordan got his hands on Elmeister. Oh, sure. Let me put uh, what would I put you under? Masood or Blaze? Actually, I'm not even sure which one of you is answering these questions, but whoever it is, I'll put your name down, and I'll put it on I'll put you on the wait list so that on the next in the next season I can put you, and I would have to replace you with somebody else who I haven't seen on the show recently. Anyway, Bryce. Wait, is that your Blaze? Bryce. Okay. Besides Blaze, you're not on the show. Um, Chris, he is just here, and plus he just got here. But no, I'll put Bryce though. Yes. Play the Pine Pony? What? Anyway, nice reception there by Chris Frost, but unfortunately, as we were talking in the chat, I wasn't even paying attention to the game right there. They made it all the way to the 44 past midfield, but instead they are forced to punt are the Colts. And wow! That was a great punt there. And he pins him at the 2. That's a great play by the punter. I also have a soft spot for the punter, because the punter is an extension of the defense. Of course, Clinton would be the first to tell you that. In fact, he'll probably explain it much better than I could. All right, here we go. All right, so Clinton says, if the game was made by me, then I would still be playing, both offense and defense. The bench, TJ. Oh. Welcome back, AJ. Welcome home from work. All right, now Clinton's got to be careful, though. And he does get it out to... Wow, Brandon, just like the warhorse that he is, manages to trot over the actual horse team, known as the Colts, and he gets himself a first down. But yeah, and then Chris says, "Hey, triple beat though." Okay, I'll see to it that I refer to you as Bryce. So yeah, not a problem, Bryce. Or Blaze. Punters are an extension of the defense. All right. If the Bengals are up next season, I want to be in the Bengals. If I remember correctly, the Bengals made it all the way to the conference championship, so they would be 3 seasons from now. So they would be in season 18. Season 18. All right, now Clinton, a completion. Now, obviously, as far as the Colts are concerned, at this point they have to find a way to stop the the Colts have to stop the Saints, because if they score another touchdown, they'll be down by 2 touchdowns, and it'll be much difficult for them to come back 14 points. It's not impossible, but it's much tougher if you're down by 2 touchdowns. Another reception to Brandon. By the way, Clinton, how do you feel about Brandon doing as well as he's doing as a tight end? Like, how do you feel about his performance as a tight end? Is what I'm trying to get at. Anyway, everybody is saying hello to AJ. So yeah, it is great to see you, AJ. Wait, let me see. 5'5". Okay, let me do this really quick. 5'5", 5'11". Okay, I'll have to get your measurements. I just need a mean average of it when it comes to um, inches and all that. So let me and then divide that by 3. You would be a 5'8" player. Okay. He's doing well. Great blocking, great pass catching. Love it. Love to throw to your yeah, of course. Like running backs such as I'll have to hold that thought as New Orleans is going to kick it for a field goal, but not enough. Not not far enough. It was a bit too far. So instead, it'll remain a one-score game. But at the half, it is 7-0 Saints. And by the way, Triple Beat, I want to introduce you to AJ Cool Kid, a very good friend of mine. And AJ, of course, has also has a show of his own on YouTube. And likewise, AJ, Triple Beat has his own show. It's a very good show, by the way, as far as Triple Beat is concerned. And if you haven't checked out his show or his streams, definitely check him out if you haven't. And if you have, let me know what you think, or actually let Triple Beat know what you think of his stuff. That was a coaching mistake. Yeah, that was. I know. I saw Triple's show. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let me. All right. So let me put Bryce. And I guess what I'll do is I'll make you 5'11". You know, not too tall, but definitely not too short. Is what I'll do. So I'll make you 5'11". Just to be safe. Just to be safe. And then let's see. I saw what were the ones that you had? You had oh, I'll be all right. Let me read that. Okay. Let me wait. What did he say? Wide receiver, fullback, kicker. Interesting. But that's a very diverse selection though. So kicker, fullback, and wide receiver. So I added it to my notes, like the positions preferably. Now, whether you get those positions or not, it depends on the team that drafts you. And that was to Bryce, by the way. All right, let me catch up though. Oh, nice catch though. Yeah, if you were a center, yeah, center could also be the long snapper too. Absolutely. Let me add that to your repertoire. So I'll add center to that because centers, like I said, are very good at long snapping. Like no joke, and a great catch though. All right, in a newer game, but with NFC teams. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. TJ, I don't know what to do. You mean about like your channel or um, I mean, I know the intent is that you want, people to, you know, enjoy your content and whatnot. Or if it has something to do with like real life matters or something like that, we could always talk behind the scenes. It's not a problem. Or if it's just in general, like if it's in general. just know that you have me to talk to. I mean, you have Arkham, and you have a couple of other people, and you have Elmeister too. Anyway, yeah, and that's another thing. It takes patience, though. Definitely. Anyway, nice completion there, and a first down. Right now, the Saints have this in control, and if Indiana or Indianapolis, I should say, if the Colts don't find a way to get a turnover or get a stop, then the Saints can get another score and make it much more difficult for the Colts to get back in this. Because right now Clinton is doing a great job with making the plays that he needs to make, something that he's doing far better than Derek Carr was doing in the last game. Anyway, oh yes, so uh oh let me catch up on the chat. I'm very sorry about that. Uh, TJ, may I announce something about my show and let them know what's happening? Yes, you may do that. And then Azrael says, TJ, when is the next NHL season, and are the Blackhawks one of the teams available? Um, After this Madden season, the next game will be NHL. But let me oh yeah, let me go back to the original question that some of you guys were asking, which was which are the next 10 teams for the Madden series? Ladybug. What if center is out and long snapper is in for them? Well, I'm not. Well, I just know that they don't have like a dedicated position to long snapper. I know that. Um, but um, but anyway, let me get the list here. But yeah, you can make the announcement there, AJ. Okay, where is it? Oh, it's in documents. What am I doing? Okay. And as that happens, oh, a field goal attempt. It's up, and it is good. That was a great kick there by Grupe. Just enough for a field goal. That's a huge play to get 3 points by that far of a distance. Well, it's not impossible, but the Colts are going to have to score a touchdown preferably or a field goal, but then they have to get a stop and score again. And the second time they have to score, it would have to be a touchdown. There's just no other way. Okay, so let me type down the. All right, here we go. Guys, this Monday I'll be streaming Cyberspace, but it will be a special show this Monday. I'll let the GM talk to you about what's going to happen. Take it away, Mr. Toad. Oh, so, um, okay. There's usually yeah, tight ends are really good. Yeah, definitely. Okay, tight ends are good. All right, cool. All right, so what's going to happen on AJ Cool Kid and his channel, which is Cyberspace, uh, Cyberspace Federation, which is his 2K show, is that his company is going to be paying a visit to Blue Toad Wrestling, much in the same way that Blue Toad Wrestling paid a visit to Cyberspace, and I helped book the show on AJ's channel. So you'll be seeing it on AJ's channel, and and of course yours truly will be in the video chat. So So I'm definitely looking forward to the visit to uh, Blue Toad Wrestling from Cyberspace Federation, and it will be again on AJ Cool Kid's show. So if you haven't subscribed to him or you haven't seen him, definitely check out AJ and his show. So I just wanted to I wanted to, what is it, announce that as far as AJ's concerned, and I do look forward to that. I really do. Anyway, 1st and 10 and another first down. And, whoa, they couldn't take him down, but they got it to the 41 past midfield. Okay. Oh, yeah, let me now type in the teams that are going to be in Season 16. Give me a second. And then I'll go over the teams that will be part of the NHL series. In fact, I might actually just send you the list there, Mr. Azrael Black. I'll send you the list myself of who's in there. Oh, anyway, and a handoff to Chris Frost, and he gets 3 yards. Oh, shoot. Do that. Also, during the show, we'll be doing a 10-man and 10-woman Royal Rumble for those who didn't make the main card. Not That's awesome. That's also another thing I look forward to. Not a problem, Blaze. Thank you for coming in, and I hope to see you again on another show, be it Madden or something else. But thank you for stopping by, and it's awesome to see you. I'll check out your channel after the show just to see what you do. And Elmeister gets it away. He gets it to Frost, and Frost gets a first down and finally set out of bounds, though. However, the clock is still running, so they got to get it. They got to get a big play, though. They got to start with a little bit more urgency than what they're showing right now. And Elmeister with a lot of time, but unfortunate. Well, they only got 2 yards on that one. And intercepted! Oh, that's a costly interception there by Elmeister. Well, they get him down at the 29, but Marcus Lattimore with a huge play, and he was taken down by Elmeister himself. Oh, that's a terrible play. I mean, I feel bad for Elmeister, of course, but a great play there by Lattimore, and that might just seal the deal. Of course, Clinton is happy about it because, of course, why would he not be? And I'll check out the DM in just a moment, though. No worries there, AJ Sign. And well, unless Indy can come up with a like an interception or a pick six or a fumble and a fumble recovery, if they force a fumble, recover it, and then run it back for a touchdown, they would have to do that in quick succession if they're going to have any chance to get back in this are the Colts. Otherwise, if if New Orleans can maintain possession of the ball, and even if they don't, as long as they don't commit a major turnover, the Colts are in trouble. Or yeah, the or not the Colts. I'm sorry. Uh, the Saints should be in control. Is what I'm trying to say. Can't talk. Okay. And a run by Alvin Kamara for another first down. Okay. And here we go. Let me pin this. I hate this stupid thing. You know the let me bump this up. Give me a second. Bump. There we go. So those are the teams that are going to be featured for next season. And I believe one of them, I believe Atticus mentioned the Detroit Lions. The Jets or the Seahawks. That's definitely fair to say. All right, 2 minute warning. 2 minute warning. Oh yeah, let me look at the DM. I'll just look at it and see what you said. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So I answered the DM, but I'm not going to say what it is unless AJ wishes to share. And another first down, and right now New Orleans has this in the bag. Like barring a major turnover, the Saints can run out the clock and make their way to the Super Bowl, much to the chagrin of Atticus. Anyway, and then also hey, what's up, Iron Smasher? Iron, I can't even talk. Iron Smasher. I believe it or not, he did do a Let's Play of Mario Kart 64, and I was his guest for 4 episodes actually. Um, but I would truly recommend episode 3 and 4 because those were great episodes to watch. So if you ever want to check out what I did with Iron Smasher, you can check out those 2 episodes of Mario Kart 64. And oh, nice play there by I believe that was DeForest Buckner, excuse me. Another timeout used up. All right, here we go. I'd play for Detroit with Atticus, but sadly we both want to be the QB. Hmm. And then torn between two teams. Might have to might have the two teams play to get you. Although, which 2 teams are you talking about? I know you said I know you said the Bengals, but they won't be for another 3 seasons from there. But yeah, Detroit Smash. I will say that. But yeah, it's great to see you there, Mr. Iron Smasher. That's another guy you could check out, like I said. Oh, Titans and Oh, that's right, the Titans. How did I forget the Titans? Anyway, another field goal, and wow! That's a great kick. Got to give it up for Group A because that was a nice kick down the line. And if it didn't seal the deal before, it sealed the deal now. Okay. Yeah, that was just a nice kick. I also have a soft spot for the kicker because, you know, sure, they may not get the recognition that, say, the wide receivers and the quarterbacks and maybe even linebackers and other defensive player um, positions get, like the fame in terms of what they could do. But no, the kickers are very important because sometimes in a close game, they can be the difference between victory and defeat. So anyway. again, last stream I said I wanted to switch to defense. Yet another person's not paying attention. Is it me, Atticus? Nah. Of course, I joke on that last part there. I said I wanted to switch to cornerback. Oh, wait. I think you were talking to Azriel. And, well, nice play there by Elmeister, but again, time is against him. They'd have to score very, very quickly. But unfortunately, got to give it to New Orleans. And you also have to give it up to Clinton because Clinton is doing a great job, getting the team down the field with one touchdown and two long field goals, but the important thing is that he's not turning the ball over like Derek Carr probably would have if he was playing in the game. All right, people are too cheap to pay attention. I was falling asleep by that point. Anyway, I left the last stream after my game. Oh, I also told them that if we didn't not win, then we would flood the city. Oh, why would you do that? Oh yeah, let me read the DM here. But it will be short. You know what? Okay. AJ, may I announce the thing that you were telling me about in the DMs? I didn't want to say it until I was given permission, if at all. If not, I won't say nothing. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Even if the Colts had scored a touchdown, it would not have been enough. So it's going to be the Saints and the Falcons in the battle of the NFC South for the Super Bowl, which, of course, in real life could never happen. But guess what? This isn't real life. This is the universe of TJ Toad. But yes, GG's indeed. But Carol, you did pretty well. Unfortunately, the the turnovers on the part of your quarterback Elmeister was unfortunately a contributing reason as to this. I mean, unfortunately, the Colts just did not make enough plays, and unfortunately, that one interception by Elmeister more than sealed the deal. But you also have to give credit to the kicker because he got not one but two long field goals. And also credit the defense for the Saints for just shutting down the Colts. But who knows? We'll see. One day we're going to see Carroll in the Super Bowl. That much is clear. All right, so I'm just going to look at the player stats, which I didn't get to do because I went through it too fast, so that was me being a dummy. Anyway, Clinton had the much better game with the better rating. Had more completions, more attempts, more yards, a better completion percentage. And even though he didn't throw a touchdown, neither did Elmeister. But crucially, he did not throw an interception, so great play by him. Of course, Alvin Kamara had the better game. No question about it. Now, Brandon had a great game of his own with 7 receptions. But in terms of, okay, nobody had receiving touchdowns. Very interesting. Michael Pittman Jr. had the better average yards per reception, so that's good for him. And although the Saints allowed 2 sacks, Indianapolis allowed 1. In terms of who had the most tackles, Shaquille Leonard had the most. 3 players tied for tackles for loss. But the man who had the most sacks was Grover Stewart with 1.5. Yeah, we have some time to. Oh. AJ said yes. So AJ asked me if if he, and by he I mean AJ, can do a stream of his own, and I said yes, and then he said that he would do it after my stream, which I have no issue with. In fact, I'm gonna do a raid for Mr. AJ Cool Kid. So if you guys want to go check out AJ Cool Kid, not that you have to, but I would highly recommend that you do. You can check out what he's gonna do on his show. Of course, he does more than Cyberspace Federation. He does other games too. Oh, sorry about that. And then the one interception was done by Marshawn Lattimore. And okay, no touchdowns, but yeah, Blake Grupe. If there was anybody that deserved a an MVP trophy, it would probably be him because he made 2 field goals and they were very, very long. In fact, he had two. He had, get this, he made 2 field goals from 50 plus yards. That's insane, man. And and then Rigoberto Sanchez had the one punt that was done inside the 20. So he did pretty well with that. But other than that, before I end off the show, I'm going to help out Azriel with his gear. And then AJ, uh, the best thing you can do is get ready for your stream. And then before I end off my stream, you could start yours. And then I'll send people over to your stream for a raid. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Let me go over here. No, wait, not create a player, darn it. I got to go over to rosters. What am I doing? In real life, Dallas kicker made 3. Wow. I might have to watch that. I might have to watch the replay of it. Because, like I said, I do have a soft spot for the kickers. You know, the guys that don't get the credit that they probably should from time to time. But yeah, GG's indeed. And one day we'll see Chris Frost in the Super Bowl. One day. Okay, so we are at the Falcons, and let's go to Azriel Black. Okay. All right, let's go to equipment really quickly. Oh, it was the Eagles. It was the Cowboys Eagles game, TJ. All right. So, what was the helmet type? And of course, oh, sorry, the helmet type. Um, and of course, the face mask is dependent on the helmet type, of course. Actually, let me see if I still have that list that you gave me from a couple of months ago. Actually, you do. Okay. Hey, how's it going there, Firestar? In this case, I do have the list, so I'll refer to it right now. It was the Zenith Shadow. Let me see. Yep, still have that. Zenith Prism. Okay. The Oakley Clear. I Paint 2. Okay. No Mouthpiece. Cowboy Collar. Okay. Oh, 0-0. Long. Okay. No backplate. And a flak jacket. Okay. Okay. And in this case, it's a full team color. Okay. Oh, none on the elbows. Okay. And then the wrist is team coach color. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. On the left, it's none. My bad. And over here is the team coach color. All right. Jordan Vapor Jet secondary. Let's see. Jordan. This will take a little bit of time. Let's see. Jordan. Vapor Jet. Oh, 5. Secondary. Okay. And then 1 to match. Okay. Okay, none. And then left ankle. Oh, wow, they took out the ankle parts, but it's okay. Air Jordan Retro. Air Jordan Retro. There we go. Okay, we got it. All right, I'm going to save really quickly. All right. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Hey, TJ, I'm sorry I'm late. Oh, not a problem. But my good friend is going to be doing a stream of his own, and I'm going to refer you guys to him, and that would be AJ Cool Kid. But for me, that's going to do it for me. I will see you guys tomorrow for the big payback. So I look forward to seeing you guys over there, but I also look forward to seeing you guys over at AJ's show. So with that said, before I go, let me get AJ up. Definitely check him out. Okay.
Grinding my characters that I was doing.
Oh, well. Oh, here's some audio from AJ's show. But let me give you the link. So there is the link to AJ's show, and I'll see you guys over there. But until then, this is the Blue Toad to Jew22 signing off, saying goodbye, and I will see you at the big payback. But I will also see you if you decide to go to AJ's show, and I recommend that you do. But until then, as far as yours truly is concerned, every time I do this, you make the whole experience for me nice, baby. Dun 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 dun. For now, I will see you over at AJ's show, and I'll also see you at the big payback. Peace. Love you. Bye.